Hi everyone, today I want to talk about fly control. Managing fly pressure is really important because flies are responsible for spreading bacteria as well as various diseases such as E. coli, Salmonella, and pinkeye. Flies are also responsible for decreasing animal comfort, which increases animal stress and ultimately decreases the efficiency at which these animals are capable of growing. The Dairy Calf and Heifer Association has identified 4 most irritating species of flies to calves and heifers. They are horn flies, house flies, stable flies, and face flies. It's important to put together an integrated pest management plan. These plans focus on 3 areas of pest control. 1, sanitation, 2, biological control, and 3, chemical control. Let's start with sanitation. So the most obvious aspect of sanitation is keeping bedding as dry as possible and minimizing the amount of manure buildup. Another option to consider would be an alternative bedding source. Sand is an inorganic compound which inhibits fly growth. This isn't going to fit all systems, but it could be a good option. It's worth considering. Another important area to focus on is any wasted or spilled feed that are near calves or heifers. The last aspect of sanitation is going to be overgrown vegetation that's in or around calf and heifer facilities. If we can keep this vegetation mowed to a reasonable length, we can really put a damper on fly populations. The second area is biological control. One option for biological control is parasitic wasps. If you are considering parasitic wasps, the one thing to think about is the species of the wasp. Not all species of these wasps are going to target houseflies, and those are the most abundant flies on a lot of farms. Another form of biological control is one that I assume most folks are very familiar with, and that is insect growth regulators. So an example of this would be the active ingredient diflubenzuron, also known as DBZ for short. So DBZ is the active ingredient in a product like Clarifly. So these are feed-through items that can be put in milk replacer as well as dry feeds. What they do is they disrupt an immature fly's development of its exoskeleton. It's really important to get timing right for these insect growth regulators though. So you want to put them in about 30 days before flies first appear, and you want to pull them out about 30 days after that first frost. It's really important to get that timing right to really encapsulate the potential lifespan of these flies. The third option for fly control is chemical control. Through the judicious use of various chemicals, we can effectively knock down fly populations while minimizing the potential resistance that can be built up to them. It's important to remember anytime you're using these chemical control options to use them according to the label, and I think it's also a good idea to consult with a local expert so that you can ensure you're using what is going to be best for your situation to effectively take care of the fly problem that you have. To wrap this whole thing up, you should put together an integrated pest management plan, and these plans should draw on 3 aspects of pest control. If you choose a little bit from each of those, you can effectively put together a plan that'll keep fly pressure low on your farm, which will lead to happy, healthy calves as well as happy workers.